From your official station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Game Day SEC Tournament Preview, presented by Toyota.
Welcome to BBN Game Day's SEC Tournament Preview Special. I'm Anna Tarullo.
And I'm Christy Thomas. For just the second time in the history of the SEC Tournament, the event is being held in beautiful Tampa, Florida. And why aren't we there?
I know.
We should be there. We love Florida. Anna and I
we love
Florida.
The sun.
Yeah, anyway.
We love basketball.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the last time it was down there, that was in 2009. It was not a great trip for the Cats. You might remember they lost in the quarterfinals. But a couple of weeks later, Mitch Barnhart hired a new basketball coach by the name of John Calipari.
You know what? That sounds familiar. I think I've heard of him. Since then, Kentucky has won 6 titles and only failed to make the semifinals twice. That was last season and in 2013. Kentucky has owned the league since the beginning of time, really, winning 31 conference tournaments officially and one that didn't count. The rest of the league combined has only won 29. Next best is Alabama, who has won it 7 times.
All right, so here's a look at the official bracket for the men. Kentucky secures the number 3 seed. You'll see the Cats near the bottom of your screen. Their first game will be Friday night, probably around 8:30, give or take. Decent chance it's Kentucky versus Alabama. But like we've already seen from the women's bracket, just about anything is possible. So it could end up being Georgia or Vandy. Saturday's game will start around 3:30. Then it's the championship game at 1 o'clock. They should be able to get there.
Fingers crossed. The
Yes.
Cats have beaten all the teams they could face on the way to the title game. UK defeated Georgia handily without Xavier Wheeler, beat Vanderbilt at home and on the road, and have handled Alabama's 3-point shooting barrage twice without much issue. Semifinal possibilities, you could see a Mississippi State team that did take Kentucky to overtime. Of course, Ty Washington did not play that game. UK only played South Carolina once as well and handled their business on the road. And then, of course, there's Tennessee. It was 2 different stories against the Vols. Both teams getting big wins at home. I would think Kentucky would be interested in getting another shot at UT on a neutral court. But regardless, the Cats are taking everything very seriously.
Life or death, really. Like, we're taking every game one at a time. We know we lose, we're going back home, and we want to stay out in Tampa as long as we can. So the goal is just to stay together, stay connected, buy into what coaches are saying, and ultimately just get wins.
For me, I think we're good. I think we're ready. Today we got practice. Tomorrow we got practice. Thursday we got practice. This coming practice is going to be a rating practice. Just stay focused, listen to coach. He got great plans for us for the tournament because he has been there probably 1,000 times. And for us, we just got to follow and stay locked in, be ready to go.
Christy, I love that the life or death mentality has translated to the entire team from Oscar. And you saw it with women's basketball. When a team trusts their coach, big things happen. And I'm glad to hear what we just heard out of Oscar.
No question about that. And listen, BBN sees this as live or die. So I love their attitude for sure. Well, we all know that 6 of Kentucky's losses this season have come away from Rupp Arena. But the special thing about the Big Blue Nation, it travels everywhere, but especially for the SEC tournament. And the team doesn't expect any less than a home game in Tampa.
To be honest with you, completely honest, I remember a SEC game my freshman year, and I saw Kentucky fans in blue shirts everywhere. I'm like, we were playing, Georgia was playing. Kentucky didn't even play that year, I don't think, because they canceled it. I'm seeing Kentucky fans. So I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure that Kentucky fans are going to travel, so to make it less like a neutral game feel. But all in all, I'm super excited to get down there and compete for the SEC tournament championship.
We've been seeing it on social media all week long. Fans are going. They are there. They're flying down there. Lots and lots of blue already going to be there. So, Xavier, I think you have nothing to worry about.
And I cannot wait until he gets that full experience and just sees what it's like with all the BBN there.
You're right. The full experience. All right. Well, we know the players are excited to go down to Tampa and bring some hardware home. But what about Coach Cal?
We caught up with him after his weekly radio show this week to get his take on the tournament. The SEC men's basketball tournament is officially underway. The number 3 seed Kentucky Wildcats enjoy a 2-day bye before they face the winner of 6 seed Alabama and either Georgia or Vanderbilt on Friday. Coach John Calipari says regardless of who they play or win, the outcomes aren't all that important.
I'm not a big tournament guy. Never have been. You're playing this for your seed. Solidify your seed, hold your seed, improve your seed. That's what this is for.
The SEC is deeper than it has been in years, but that doesn't make much of a difference to this team.
We have 4 teams, if they go in different regions, have a chance of all 4 of our top teams being in the Final Four. How we prepare for tournaments, games, back-to-backs, and it's all the same. So nothing changes for our guys.
The SEC tournament can be a great place to exact revenge on a neutral court for some games that may not have gone Kentucky's way on the road this year. Cal says playing mad or angry just isn't in the game plan.
Anger, it can move different ways, but if you're playing good, it's fine. But it turns into fear if you don't play well. And now you start playing fearful. I don't do it that way. I want us to be a machine. Let's fall back on our training. You know how we're wanting to play, what we're wanting to do. Let's just go do it.
And while the added experience of several key transfers has been great, what's more important about this group is their depth.
We've had 5 guys score 25 points. You've had 2 others get like 18. And so I'm saying let's just lean on each other. Let's be about each other. And we don't know who's going to play well in what games. Let's all prepare to play great. And if someone else is playing better, you're going to get less minutes, but accept it because this is bigger than just you. And in most cases for these players, they've all established throughout the year who they are and what they're capable of.
I love that. It's bigger than just you. All right, well, coming up, we'll hear from the players and what their take is on all that.
That's right. Davion, Mintz, Kellen Grady, and Lance Ware preview the SEC tournament with us right after the break.
This is BBN Game Day, SEC Tournament Preview, presented by Toyota. Sponsored by Alltech, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kroger, Lexington Opera House, Papa John's, Shelter Insurance, UK Healthcare, and UK Federal Credit Union.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow.
Perfect.
I think red is more me. Giddy up.
Now get 2.49 APR financing on an adventurous new 22 RAV4 or the electrified 40 MPG RAV4 Hybrid. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Kroger, we believe fresh is all about standards. That's why we do up to a 27-point inspection on our produce. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more, keeping only the best of the best on our shelves. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it into thin, oversized New York-style slices. I mean, look at that crust. That is the perfect crust thickness no matter how you eat it. So you can fold it or not. But I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York-style pizza from Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
You're watching BBN Game Day, SEC Tournament Preview, presented by Toyota.
Welcome back. This week has been a unique one for the basketball team because for the first time since December, they went 6 days without a game.
How they spent that time was, to some extent, up to them as they prepare to potentially play 3 games in 3 days this weekend. Our Maggie Davis has more on how the Wildcats are feeling heading into the SEC tournament.
I feel great. I mean, it seems like everyone's feeling healthy as well, so it's mentally I'm in the best place I've been. I'm rolling, my game is rolling, and I'm like really, really excited for this.
My legs and my body definitely caught up to the grind of the season, I'd say, towards the end, but it's good to kind of have a mental and physical little restart the last couple of days. Since the Florida game, I took Sunday off, and then yesterday just did 250 shots with Jay, but all spots, and then a bunch of free throws. A couple massages, the relaxing stage, let your body catch up a little bit, because you got to prepare for potentially, hopefully, 3 straight games. So you got to keep that in mind while also trying to find ways to continue to work on your game.
Spot shooting, floaters, free throws, stuff like that, because I know it's going to be a really big stretch where we're going to be asked to play hard, move a lot. We've won 6 in a row before, 5 in a row, but like now everything counts. Like you're asked to win like 9 in a row, so you gotta roll them off. And for any team that's challenging, so we're looking forward to face that. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It helped that during this time, the men's team watched another group of Wildcats make history.
Massengill, 8 seconds. Jasmine to Edwards, a straightaway 3. Good! It's good! 4 seconds to go! Fairy tale dreams come true!
We all kind of had like a collective feeling of the chills. Like it was like we were, like, did that really just happen? It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Does that inspire you all at all heading into your own SEC tournament?
Yeah, for sure. Especially, I mean, who doesn't want to win in that fashion?
It was like magical, seeing everybody do their thing. Now we want to go win one too. So now men's and women's can both win a SEC championship, and it'll be great for the school and the community and BBN fans.
The joy and the players being able to celebrate with their families, and Cal being there and being incredibly excited in the stands, and just the whole BBN behind them. It was pretty cool to see. If we were in a hotel, we would have certainly gotten noise complaints. We were pretty excited.
Man, this is a year to make history. Like, they showed out. We got to follow suit. So I think they put the pressure on us for sure.
I saw a video of Kyra Elsie when she got back here the other night. Well, how cool would that be if it was both programs?
No, that would be awesome, and just the fact that they're supporting us and we were supporting them is just like one big family. That's what makes it really special.
They got to get LSU back and Tennessee back and South Carolina back, and depending on sort of how all the games play out for you guys, the same could potentially be true for you as well.
Yeah.
Is that something you've thought about at all?
Yeah, no, definitely. And that just like when they beat those teams after they had a rough patch, like that just shows that you just have to be persistent and just your time is going to come. So like that is like inspiring that they didn't give up and they kept fighting. That's what I respect the most. Seeing them beat the teams that obviously beat them, it definitely gives us some, our teammates and our team something to look forward to. Obviously getting the chance to go at some of the guys that beat us in SEC.
And this is our chance where it matters the most. Every game has been a really big game when we go and play, so this won't be any surprise for us at all. We're prepared.
Well, they may say they're prepared, but their head coach says they're not done.
There's 2 areas that I want to make sure that we shore up, that we'll work on. I had a couple days to really think about, okay, if I were going against us, what would I do? How would I play against us? So there's some things I'd like to shore up.
None of you seem to feel like you've reached your ceiling yet.
Yeah, absolutely not. We haven't. I mean, there's still things we can improve on. Like, even for me, like, sometimes Cal will yank me out the game, even if I'm already having a good game. If there's something that I'm not doing or if I'm hesitant on shooting it, and even if I feel like I've already missed or it's not a good shot for me, he always demands excellence. Like, he's like, no, I don't care if you miss 10. You're going to keep shooting or you're going to come out. And I'm like, all right, but I know I'm going to go back in and get another chance with him. So that's just the thing, and that's what's special about playing for him. Like, he will never stop believing in you. And that's a lot of pressure, but it's the greatest feeling because you're playing for someone that wants the best for you and is going to demand the best of you.
Our coaches aren't comfortable. Our players aren't comfortable. A lot of teams can get comfortable right now. One thing about Coach, that like if he sees something that needs to be changed, he'll definitely change it. He'll add something in, he'll take something out. And the way our team is, everybody's so smart and everybody could just, get it on the fly. It makes it really easy for him to, say, oh, we're not gonna run this anymore. We're gonna put this in, a day or 2 before the game. So that just gives credit to our team and our coaching staff for not getting complacent.
I really do think that we do have another level to tap into. And I think it's going to be tapped into in order for us to get this chip, and we all looking forward to doing that.
Well, for as intense as we saw Cal on the sidelines there, we saw him that intense at the women's game, didn't we? He was there supporting them. Yeah, it was really cool.
Sharon, all the way.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll have more with Davion Mintz and his dog, Ghost, coming up in a few minutes. Stick around for that.
But first, National Player of the Year has a nice ring to it. We're talking Oscar Shibwe and award season right after the break. You're watching BBN Game Day.
This can't be right.
This idea
Trouble with your taxes. Filing your taxes doesn't have to be complicated. With Tax Act, filing is simple.
I can still like there's a showdown or something.
Yeah, like
Switch to Tax Act and start for free.
Tax Act.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Did you know we both have even-numbered birthdays?
Yeah, I suppose we do.
And we both love chocolate cake.
Yeah, we sure do.
And both of our mothers have an S in their name.
Fascinating.
It's like we were meant to be together.
Home and auto, they just go together. Save when you bundle your home and auto insurance.
Whoa, we're even both right-handed.
Wow, that can't be a coincidence.
Expenses.
Tax worries. With Tax Act, you file for less and get your maximum refund. You're gonna need this. Oh, other way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Switch to Tax Act and start for free.
Tax Act.
You're watching BBN Game Day, SEC Tournament Preview, presented by Toyota.
Well, it's the postseason, and that means it's time for award season. So let's start with the SEC coaches. They voted, and Kentucky has the SEC Player of the Year. Duh. I don't think there was ever really any doubt. Was there, Anna? Oscar Tshiebwe is the league's best player, a double-double machine. He has 25 of them on the season and needs just one more to tie Dan Issel for the most in a single season in school history. Oscar leads the team in scoring at 17.3 points per game and leads the nation at 15.3 rebounds per game.
Xavier Wheeler and Ty Washington were both named All-SEC second team, and Ty was all freshman. Continuing Coach Calipari's streak in 13 seasons at Kentucky, he's always had at least one player on the all-freshman team.
I was happy and trying to call my mom to tell her I'm an ACC Player of the Year. My mom, she did not answer yet. I'm going to keep trying to call her so she got to get the news before it get dark over there. I'm so happy. I thank God for everything in my life.
You know, he's a really good dude. Just seeing how far we both came up to now, just knowing we're not finished yet, and just both seeing our names on the second team list. You know, we had a little bit something to say about that, but other than that, we're just going to go out and finish the rest of the season out strong, and we're just going to show everybody why we feel like we're the best backcourt in the nation. You know, this is the second time for me, so I'm very, very humbled and very excited about that. I'm pleased where I'm at, and also considering that Ty and I missed some time. We missed some games. And maybe, who knows, if we go out there and we win some of those games and we perform well, maybe that would have put us over the edge for the first team. But just to be able to be recognized in this kind of league with great players, and, you know, it's the best league in the country by far, and be recognized as one of those top players is great right there.
National recognition also rolling in for Oscar. The Sporting News has named him their National Player of the Year. The only other Wildcat to win the award was Anthony Davis in 2012. And this one's a big deal because it's one of the 6 awards used to determine the consensus Player of the Year for college basketball, which Kentucky has never had a player do.
Which is pretty surprising. Is that not? That's crazy to think about,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, a lot more awards to come for Oscar this postseason. But, man, we're all going to be pretty heartbroken if that doesn't happen for consensus Player of the Year.
I know.
I'll have something to say about that.
Yes. We'll never forgive you, Draymond Green. If you know, you know. We know you're watching this show. After the break, we have the story of Davion Mintz and his emotional support dog, Ghost. You're watching BBN Game Day's SEC Tournament Preview. We'll be right back.
A special thank you to our cornerstone partners, Central Bank, the official bank of UK Athletics, and Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
A better tomorrow starts with one small act. A better tomorrow can start with you. Take care, Kentucky.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live. For your auto, home, and life, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com.
Get ready for a thoroughly captivating experience. Live on stage, An American in Paris, the musical. Based on the 1951 MGM classic, with a score that is pure Gershwin, a story that is pure romance. It's an extravaganza of song and dance. An all-new production, An American in Paris, the musical.
March 11th through the 13th. Tickets available at LexingtonOperaHouse.com.
You're watching BBN Game Day, SEC Tournament Preview, presented by Toyota.
Well, being a star for Kentucky basketball is a difficult spotlight to live under, so it helps to have friends to lean on. For Davion Mintz, that's his therapy dog, Ghost. Kent Spencer has the story of how Ghost helps him through the day-to-day grind of being a Division I athlete at the highest level.
Meet Ghost.
Go sit. Ghost is super friendly.
A French bulldog.
He's a love bug.
And like any other dog, Ghost loves to play fetch or just gnaw on a stick.
He lets you know when he's happy or sad, like you can read it all in his face.
And his owner, Kentucky guard Davion Mintz.
He's one of the best dogs I've ever had.
But Ghost isn't just a pet. He's Davion's therapy dog.
Good job. I feel like I deal with everyday people problems.
And when you were a Division I college basketball player, the light can get pretty bright.
Everything that you do is going to be put under a magnifying glass. I mean, and it's a great thing, but sometimes it can also hinder people. It can mess with your confidence, it can mess with your mentality.
Mintz has been attached to dogs, even the stuffed kind, ever since he was a little boy. He realized 2 years ago when he was still at Creighton, a season where he battled an ankle injury the entire year, what he needed. So last fall, after a transfer to Kentucky, Mintz got Ghost, who was 8 weeks old at the time.
The doctor that I've been with since I've been a child, he had a lot of visits with Ghost, and you know, he got him prescribed to be my emotional support animal.
And honestly, it didn't take much.
And Ghost is already super attached. He's always around.
And ever since, this loving Frenchie has been a comfort for Davion, whether he's had a big game on the basketball court or not.
He's always even keel, and that's how I try to balance my life. And so he gives me that.
For Davion, it's also important for him to be an example for others, those who may be struggling in their own way.
I'm really big on mental health and escaping and being able to talk to people. Like, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. You need something stable in your life other than, you know, your religion, your family. For me, it was him. I love my dog more than I love people sometimes. I mean, he's family.
They really are the perfect match.
Bravo, Davion Mintz, for putting yourself out there. Absolutely love that story. Ghost is traveling to Tampa for the tournament, so that's great news for Davion, and anyone gets to see that cute little face. We've got more BBN Game Day coming up right after this.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow. Perfect. I think red is more me. Giddy up.
Get 2.49 APR financing on the new aggressively styled 2022 Highlander or the electrified Highlander Hybrid that'll take you 580 miles on a tank of gas.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
See you guys.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities. For award-winning claims and sales service, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com.
If you are headed to Tampa, go party with some of your friends. On Friday morning, the UK Alumni Club is hosting a pep rally and pregame party from 10 a.m. to noon at the Sale Plaza, just a couple of blocks from the arena. You can find more info at ukalumni.net/22 SEC Pep Rally. Thanks for joining us on this special edition of BBN Game Day.
We'll have our regular game day on Saturday morning, recapping Friday night. Until then, go Big Blue.
This is BBN Game Day, SEC Tournament Preview, presented by Toyota, sponsored by Alltech, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kroger, Lexington Opera House, Papa John's, Shelter Insurance, UK Healthcare, and UK Federal Credit Union.